Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. It is Atia here at Book Night with Atia, and today we're going to get into my summer TBR, the books that I want to prioritize and most definitely get to during this summer. A lot of these, actually, it's like half and half. Half of these books are books that have been on my list for a very long time, like in my collection for a long time, maybe like a third of them. Another third is new-ish releases, released within the past year or so. And then the last third are advanced reader copies and gifts from publishers that I'm super excited about that I want to get to. So we're just going to dive right in. I did separate it, like my list. I separated it out by arc slash gifted and backlist. And I guess we can go through that. There are 18 books on this list. And yeah, I guess we can just go by how I separated them. But before we start, I do want to encourage you to check out my newly relaunched Etsy shop. I am selling bookmarks. Currently, I have a cottagecore collection as well as a I Support Banned Books collection. And I have a bookworm essentials and a romance collection coming soon. By the time you see this video, they might already be listed. So just make sure if you go to my Etsy shop, make sure to favorite the shop so you're notified when I make new listings. And we're just going to jump right in, starting with the arcs and gifted copies. We're going to start with Blood Slaves by Marcus Redman. I have a piece of paper, but I also have my laptop. So I think I'm going to use that to read you the synopsis. These are shortened synopses because ain't nobody trying to read the whole synopsis. Blood Slaves by Marcus Redman. Set in 1710 colonial Carolina, the story follows Willie, an enslaved man and expectant father who struggles under the brutal oppression of plantation life. When he meets Rafazi, the last member of an ancient Ghanaian vampire tribe, he's offered a dark, powerful path to freedom, becoming a vampire and leading a rebellion of blood slaves against their enslavers. Their revolt, fueled by vengeance and hope, draws in Willie's beloved, Gertie, and raises terrifying moral stakes. Because once unleashed, the vampire rage might consume them all. The gripping blend of alternate history and supernatural horror reimagines slavery as a bloody fight for survival and liberation. I cannot wait to get to this book. Like, even just reading that short synopsis, I want to forego everything I'm reading right now and focus on this. Low key though, I am a can I even say this? I don't know if I can say this yet, but there's a readathon that is happening that I'm a part of. I'm a co-host of that will have this be bumped up on my list in one of the summer months. Which is like so vague. You probably do know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I'm super hyped for Blood Slaves. Next up, we have Lost Souls Meet Under a Full Moon by Mizuki Sujimura. And I'm actually going to move you closer. Oh, we are being joined by a furry co-star. Are you going to help me talk about the books? Hmm. In this captivating fantasy mystery, a teenage go-between named Ayumi arranges one final reunion between the living and those they've lost, always under the glow of a full moon. Clients include a grieving celebrity fan, a resentful son seeking clarity about his late mother's will, a schoolgirl seeking forgiveness, and a salaryman looking for answers from a lost love. With each encounter, Ayumi lays out strict rules. Only one meeting per soul, no repeats, and the departed have the right to refuse. As these emotional reunions unfold, readers are given carefully scattered clues that weave together a deeper mystery behind the go between himself. Ultimately, it's a hauntingly heartfelt exploration of grief, closure, and the bonds that transcend life and death. Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate the cover? But yeah, this is a translated work. I didn't say who it was translated by, but it is written by Mizuki Sujimura. and translated by Yuki Tejima. Next up, we have a highly anticipated sequel for me, Vera Wong's Guide to Snooping on a Dead Man by Jessie Q. Satanto. Life has been calm for Vera since solving her first tea house murder. Her business is booming, her son's in love, and she's even a little bored until a distressed young woman named Millie appears, searching for her missing friend. While cat sitting, Vera stumbles on a police file about an influencer whose body has been pulled from Mission Bay and couldn't be identified. Xander Lynn, Millie's friend. With her signature nosy charm, Vera rallies her tea house family to help solve the mystery, determined to bring justice and support for her future daughter-in-law, Officer Selena Gray. Along the way, she uncovers secrets, builds unlikely bonds, and proves that even an amateur sleuth can change lives. I loved the first one, which was Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers, and I know this is going to be just as excellent. Satanto definitely knows how to write characters, she knows how to write mysteries, she knows how to write humor as well. Her books are always absolutely hilarious. Next up, we have Always Be My BB by Priyanka Taslim. Bibi Hussein's summer plans go sideways when her dad discovers she broke the no dating rule, just in time to ground her before her sister's wedding. Halima's engagement to the heir of a tea estate in Sylhet means Bibi accompanies her to Bangladesh, hoping her dating plan might be relaxed overseas, or dating ban might be relaxed overseas. But the groom's family, especially his younger brother Sohel, is less than welcoming, and hiding their awkward meddling starts to feel a lot like a crush. As Bibi plots to break up the wedding, she unexpectedly finds herself caught up in a cheeky cross border romance and wondering if her summer could end with her own happily ever after. Then we have another one that is a highly anticipated release for me. I absolutely adore Crystal Maldonado's writing. We have a Get Real Chloe Torres. Chloe is determined to reunite her two estranged best friends for one last summer adventure, a cross-country road trip to see their favorite boy band live in Vegas. She's planned everything down to the stage side seats. But there's just one problem. Her ex-BFFs aren't even speaking to each other, or to her. The tension goes way back to that kiss with Ramona that blew everything up. But once Chloe wrangles them into the car, old feelings resurface, romantic chaos ignites, and their once in a lifetime trip becomes a messy, heartfelt journey of healing, identity, and love. Also, another cover that's just absolutely stunning. Next up, we have Up in Smoke by Nick Brooks. After a fire breaks out in the school auditorium, the principal accuses three best friends, JB, Ramon, and Trey, of starting it, thanks to a tip from an anonymous source. But the boys are innocent, and they decide to launch their own investigation to find the real culprit. As they dig deeper, the trio uncovers secrets about their classmates, their school, and themselves. The stakes keep rising. If they can't figure out in time, they risk losing everything. Nick Brooks is also the author of Promise Boys, which I absolutely loved, another like YA thriller, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else this author has cooked up for us. Then we have Pearl City by Julia Lee and Ken Babel. This is actually a bound manuscript version, so I'll put the cover there. This is book 3 in the Phoenix Horde series, and because it is book 3, I'm going to read you the synopsis of book 1, Ebony Gate, just so I don't spoil anything for anyone. Amigo Soong walked away from a deadly past as a legendary assassin and now runs a quiet tea shop in San Francisco. But when a powerful artifact, the Ebony Gate, goes missing, she's pulled back into the supernatural underworld she tried to leave behind. Tied to ancient Chinese dragon magic and hunted by dangerous enemies, Amiko has only a few days to recover the gate before all hell breaks loose, literally. As she faces demons, rival mages, and secrets from her own bloodline, Amiko must embrace the deadly skills she buried and fight to protect a city that may not survive her failure. I am scared about the conclusion of this, only because, like, I don't even know if I'm scared, mostly sad to see it going, because I really did enjoy it. Next up, we have another highly anticipated release for me, Blood Moon by Brittany S. Lewis. 18-year-old Mirabella Mira Owens arrives at Lakeland University hoping for a fresh start, far from the haunted legends and painful memories of her small hometown. But when animal attacks near campus echo the werewolf folklore she once dismissed, she realizes something old and powerful is resurfacing. Julian Santos, a mysterious classmate with golden eyes, seems connected to the strange events, and his cold distance only deepens the intrigue. As the blood moon approaches, Mira uncovers hidden truths about her family's past and is thrust into a dark supernatural battle that challenges everything she thought she knew about her heritage, her heart, and her world. I can't even. Then we have Road to Ruin by Hannah Lee. It was a gift from the publisher. However, it has already been published. They sent me the paperback version of the first book because the second book is either coming out or already out. And it says Jin Lu is a fearless mage bike courier who braves the treacherous wastelands outside the domed cities to deliver magical cargo. Most notably, secret love letters between a prince and a princess. When Princess Yi Nareen begs Jin for help escaping her abusive family and arranged marriage, Jin, torn between her love for both the prince and the princess, can't say no. Their dangerous flight across the desert puts them in the crosshairs of deadly enemies and unearths buried truths about magic's legacy. As a massive storm brews, Jin must navigate love, betrayal, and survival in a world where her heart may be her greatest risk. Then the last book we have in the ARC slash gifted section is The Prince Without Sorrow by Maitri Wijesekara. Prince Ashoka, the youngest son of the ruthless Emperor Adil Maurya, rejects his father's brutal eradication of the Mayakari witches and longs for peace, earning the emperor's scorn. After his father's sudden death, Ashoka is sent to govern a volatile province plagued by vengeful nature spirits and met with distrust from both officials and witches. Meanwhile, Shakti, a Mayakari bound to pacifism, abandons her code after witnessing the slaughter of her aunt and village, casting a curse on the emperor that has unpredictable consequences. As a result, Shakti's action pull her into the heart of the royal court, where she crosses paths with Ashoka. In a world where witches are hunted to extinction and nature retaliates, both must confront the morality of power and decide whether to wield it or watch everything burn. All right, now we're going into books that were already in my collection, on my backlist, things like that. Starting with Chaos Theory by Nick Stone. Scars from past trauma, bipolar disorder, and family loss follow Shelby, a quiet, brilliant black teen who prefers to stay under the radar. When she meets Andy, a popular teen hiding his own emotional struggles behind a mask of charm, their unexpected connection sparks something real. As their bond deepens, they confront their mental health challenges together. It's a raw and heartfelt story about love, pain, and navigating the chaos of being young and not okay. I believe this is the last book on my Nick Stone backlist, I think. And then I'll be fully caught up. There might be one more, but I'm pretty sure this is the only one of hers I have not yet read. And so I figured I might as well do it. I think I'm emotionally ready now. Then we have another one that's been on my list for a while, and that is Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner. In this memoir, indie rock musician Michelle Zauner recounts her experience growing up Korean American and the pain of losing her mother to cancer. Through food, memory, and identity, she explores a complex bond between mother and daughter. From family meals to cultural disconnection, Zauner shares her grief, growth, and search for belonging. It is a deeply personal and moving portrait of love, loss, and finding oneself. Next up, we have The Lady of Rapture by Sarah Raleigh. This is the third book in what's the series called? Oh, just the Bones of Ruin trilogy. So I'm actually going to read you the synopsis of the first book, which was Bones of Ruin, or The Bones of Ruin. In an alternate Victorian era London, Iris Marlowe, an African tightrope walker with no memories of her past and a strange inability to die, survives by performing dangerous stunts for thrill seekers. When a mysterious man named Adam Temple takes an interest in her, Iris is drawn into a secret society obsessed with an apocalyptic prophecy. Adam believes Iris is a key to an ancient power and to winning a deadly tournament meant to determine who will shape the world to come. As Iris navigates the violence and ambition of those around her, she must uncover who she really is, what she's capable of, and whether her destiny lies in destruction or something greater. Absolutely love the series. I'm excited to get to the finale and see how it all wraps up. Then we have another trilogy conclusion, and that is Children of Anguish and Anarchy by Tomi Adeyemi. This is book 3 in the Children of Blood and Bone series. Actually, is that the name of the series? I don't know, but it's book 3. I'm going to read you the synopsis of book 1 again because spoilers. Zeli Adebola lives in a world where magic was destroyed by a ruthless king, leaving her people oppressed and powerless. When she discovers a chance to restore magic, she embarks on a perilous journey alongside a rogue princess. With danger at every turn, Zele must fight to bring back the magic of her ancestors and reclaim her identity. It's a sweeping West African inspired fantasy about resistance, legacy, and power. Absolutely loved the first book. The second book was also a solid read. I'm nervous about this third book, especially because it's so thin for a finale, and I don't actually understand how that's possible, but we shall see. Next up, we have a book that's been on my collection for a very long time, and I just need to get to it. And that is Mama Day by Gloria Naylor, set on the set on the mystical island of Willow Springs. Mama Day follows the lives of a powerful healer and matriarch known as Mama Day and her skeptical grandniece Coco. When Coco and her husband visit the island, old family secrets and ancestral magic rise to the surface. Through shifting perspectives and rich storytelling, the novel explores love, loss, and the inescapable pull of heritage. It's a lyrical tale about the strength of Black womanhood and the legacy of generations. Next up, we have a beginning of a new series, The Gods Below by Andrea Stewart. When the divine war shatters the world, humanity strikes a pact with the god Clune. He'll restore the land, but half must perish and the rest transform into powerful, altered beings. Sisters Hakara and Rasha narrowly avoid this fate until a magical barrier separates them and Rasha falls under Clune's influence. Now, Hakara discovers her ability to channel the magic and mine god gems and joins a rebellion aiming to destroy the god pact and rescue her sister. Meanwhile, Rasha becomes one of Clune's elite god killers, preparing for war. As kingdoms shift and other players rise, including inventors, nobles, and even old gods, the sisters find themselves on opposite sides of a world ending conflict. I absolutely love the Bone Shard daughter. I believe that series is called The Drowning Empire or The Drowning Kingdom. So I am too excited for this next book from her. And this is book 1 in the Hollow Covenant series, which I just think is a great name for a series. Next up, we have another one from another author that I absolutely love, and that is Air by Saba Tahir. 3 young lives collide in a crumbling empire on the brink. Aiz, a fierce survivor from the Kagari slums, burns with vengeance but finds herself imprisoned after a costly mistake. Saoirse, a banished tracker with magic at her fingertips, is hired to catch a child killer, only to face unexpected feelings that complicate her mission. Meanwhile, Crown Prince Quill must decide if he can overcome the shadow of his father's tyranny to become the ruler his people need. As the danger rises, their fates entwine, and a tale of power, love, and sacrifice. Doesn't that just sound incredible? Also, this cover, absolutely stunning. And then the last book that is on my list, we have Ride or Die by Gail Agnes Musik Avanu. Lowly Crawford and her friend Ryan Pope are known as the Bonnie and Clyde of Woolridge High, always chasing the next thrill in their strict California town. Everything shifts when Lowly throws the wildest party the school has ever seen and meets a mysterious boy known only as X in a coat closet. They start an anonymous game of escalating dares and risky missions that push Lowly's limits and her friendships to the edge. But as the stakes get higher and Lowly competes to prove herself, she also risks losing everything she cares about and finds something dangerous and falling for someone she doesn't even know. Yeah, that is it. That is my summer TBR, the books I'm hoping to get to this summer. Let me know what is high on your summer TBR or hopefuls or priority list. Do any of these sound good? Have you read any of them already? Which one should I bump up the list and prioritize? Make sure to check out my Etsy shop as well as my bonfire. If you want to support me on a monthly basis, please consider becoming a channel member or a member of my Patreon. Those are always linked down below, as well as my socials and the link to the Bibliophiles Unite Discord. And I will see you in another video. Bye.
Weakness showing, I ain't living for the moment. I see what's mine and I want it. Hungry like a Pac-Man. I'm Bruce Wayne and Batman. I'm Naruto with a Hanzo. Got a sharp mind like I'm Einstein. Plus I'm copywriting, so it's all mine. Check it for me, I'm